Welcome to episode 14 on the Freshman Podcast. It's business, nothing personal. It's your boy Josh, also known as Jay Fresh. To my left, we have also known as Yeski. Today, we're going to recap some of the highlights of the trade deadline. We had a lot of players going to move around to new cities. A lot of players going from the East Coast to the West Coast and vice versa. But we're going to start with the city, the hometown, Chicago. They made a lot of noise at the trade deadline. So basically, Chicago sent Wendell Carter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. along with two first-round picks to the Orlando Magic for Nikola Vucevic and Alfarika Aminu. How do you feel about this trade?
Perfect for the Bulls. They finally did something since when? What, D Rose was there, So it seems like they trying to win now. In all honesty, I mean, you got another All-Star in Vucevic. You got Zach. I know Aminu is hurt. I don't know if he's out for the whole year or not, but he's a wing defender. You know what I'm saying? So you get rid of Otto Porter, who hasn't done anything since he was with the Wizards. Wendell, solid, but he's not Vucevic. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell that they're trying to win now. I mean, they do got the what was the guy from Denver, right? In the office, making all the deals and stuff.
I don't know. I don't know what his name is.
Yeah, so you can tell that they trying to win now. They want to make the playoffs, and I mean, it could be possible now. You got the Celtics slumping, you know what I'm saying? So they could just sneak their way on right up in there. So they go from a play-in team to look like a potential what, 4th seed in the East, 5th seed. Yeah, I like it.
All right, Bulls. I'm glad, Bulls fans. I'm glad we got to start with love. Now I'm gonna bring the hate. You guys just bought yourself a first-round exit. I don't see you beating the Bucks in the playoffs. I don't see you beating the Nets in the playoffs. I don't see you beating the Heat in the playoffs. And who else is up there? We got Heat. Oh, Sixers. I don't see you beating any of those 4 teams. So therefore, you bought yourself a first-round exit. Congratulations.
Wait. I mean, it depends. It depends.
Yay. Cut it out.
It depends, man. I'm just saying.
Who are they beating in a 7-game series? Out of those 4 teams, like I just said.
If Embiid come back, then no. But Embiid got to come back.
Bro, the Sixers are still rolling without him.
I'm just saying.
They rolled over the Bulls without him.
Wow. We're a new team now.
Oh, you're sad. Okay. You're sad. You are sad. Jesus. Yeah. Pick a team, man. No loyalty. But back to my point. I felt like they needed to make another move. 2 All-Stars is fine, but as we see, everybody's loading up. Outside of like the Lakers who got it done with 2 All-Stars, like you need like more than really 2 to really get there. You know what I mean? Last year was kind of iffy with everything going on with the bubble and whatnot, but as we see, everybody has a big 2 and close to a big 3, the top tier teams. You know what I mean? I don't think people consider Tobias Harris a big 3, but how he's playing in the absence of Joel Embiid, he's up there. So you got him being
one team with big 3. It's only one team in the East with the big 3.
Well, I consider the Sixers to have a big 3. I consider Brooklyn to have a big 3. Milwaukee, you don't consider it, but they have an okay big 3. Why is it that you continually hate on this man?
Who?
Chris Middleton.
I'm not hating on him.
Him, Drew, and Giannis. That's a big 3.
That's a big 3?
It is. They just haven't. I don't think they just played up to expectations. But I mean, I think that's as a collective. But I probably like you. Drew's been hurt this season.
He was hurt.
Okay. So there you go.
The Nets have the big 3.
Okay.
The other really 3. It's just a bunch of star.
But as we've seen, these quote unquote big twos, unless they're like top 5 caliber, you're not getting it done. Paul George and Kawhi, prime example. They didn't get it done. Denver and Murray didn't get it done. And that's like Murray is really inconsistent in the playoffs, but that's a whole different story. So we'll just stay on track with it. We don't want to wander too far from the point. I just think that the Bulls need more. The East is really loaded this year. I think it was a good pick, but I don't think it's going to go far. I mean, like I said, I feel like it's still going to be a first round exit. I don't think they'll be in the playing games, but it'll be a first round exit if they have to play one of those 4 teams I mentioned. Could they play somebody like a Boston and maybe beat them? Who knows? I don't think so, but hey, we'll see. But moving on, the Magic just blew up the whole team this trade deadline. As well as that trade, they moved on from Aaron Gordon. They traded him to the Nuggets for Gary Harris, RJ Hampton, a rookie RJ Hampton, and a 2022 first round pick swap. Oh, no, just a regular pick. I'm sorry, not a pick swap, a 2025 first round pick. So they're definitely just going in full rebuild mode. And I think you mentioned the Nuggets also made another trade or pickup.
Yeah, they got JaVale McGee from Cleveland.
Was that off the buyout market or was it a trade?
No, it was a actual trade.
Okay.
They gave up this guy named Hardenstein.
No clue.
It was some center. His name was Hardenstein, but I mean that's a pickup for Denver. Somebody to back up Jokic from playing 40 plus minutes a night. Getting JaVale. I mean, we all know JaVale is going to be JaVale regardless, but still, that gives him a backup center, so he don't have to be playing, at least 40 plus a night. Because they really didn't have no backup, to my knowledge. What, Bobo?
Oh, you saying this season or last season?
This season.
Oh, no. I think the exit of Plumlee and Grant really hurt them as far as depth and size wise. Those guys may not be like all stars, but they played a vital role on that team for sure. So that'll help, like you say, kind of getting somebody like JaVale in. It'll definitely help on the defensive end. I can't say too much about offense, but on the defensive end, he'll still get it done to help you get rebounds.
I feel like Denver did something nice with this. What you got? Possible starting lineup of Jokic, Gordon, Porter, Murray, and Barton.
So will Barton be the 2 guard now?
Yeah.
Now my only question is, where's the scoring off the bench going to come from now? Oh, you messed up. No, I feel like Millsap would probably still start. And then you'll bring Barton off the bench into a role he's used to. Because
everybody's saying that Millsap might come off the bench towards the end of the year, just because he's kind of older now, so to speak.
Yeah, but I still don't know if I want him versus Barton coming off the bench for scoring.
But that's a pretty, like I said, I mean, regardless of how they fit it in and put it together, they do got a lot of pieces now. Replacing Plumlee and Grant.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It may give them the boost that they need, seeing that the fact that they've had a up and down season. So
yeah, and the West at the moment is pretty wide open with the injuries to the Lakers.
Yeah.
The Clippers have been another team that have been up and down this season. So yeah, the West is wide open. And last but not least, the Magic traded Evan Fournier to the Celtics for 2 second round picks. Yeah, like I said, they went complete rebuild mode. They basically, their main guys they got rid of.
Dumped their whole team.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys fit with these new teams. I think this is more so a move for Boston to get somebody to come off the bench with scoring. Because right now I can't think of anybody coming off their bench that can really score. You know what I mean? Put points on the board.
I don't know anybody from Boston right now besides Marcus Smart.
Oh no,
Jason.
he's starting. I mean, he's
And
starting.
I'm just saying in general.
Oh, and a team. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's been an up and down season for him, so I ain't really been paying him too much attention. So
yeah,
I don't like the trade though. I don't like it. I feel like they could have sent him somewhere else, or they could do something else with him. Like, does Fournier really want to come off the bench? He's been starting for.
Did he want to stay on the Magic?
Yeah, true. After they just dumped everybody, that is very true. So,
yeah,
first exits. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, consistently. But
You
and Maine should really owe me like a lot of money, because year after year, they have no chance. They're not going to win a game, and they consistently win a game.
One game. All right, man.
That's it. I didn't say the series. I just said they will win a game. That's it. That's all. No chance. We bring out the broom. Sweet. And every year they show up, get that one game in, and y'all, man, that was luck. It happens every year, man. Like I told you.
Oh, man. You say nothing when you got last year, you got DJ Augustine going off for like 40 in a game. Come on, man.
Bro, those are NBA players at the end of the day. I know y'all talking about, they're a G League team. That's not a G League team. Those dudes are NBA players, man, regardless. I didn't think they would beat the Bucks in a series. Of course not. But one game, I think is possible. So shout out to them, man. But moving on, we had another blockbuster trade. We had the Heat trading away Avery Bradley, Kelly Olynyk, and a 2022 first-round pick swap for Victor Oladipo. This is the definition of a steal. Like, I can't even believe this. Avery Bradley hasn't played this season. Kelly Olynyk hasn't really been that great, and you get Victor Oladipo for nothing and a 2022 first-round pick swap. Like, Pat Riley, you fleeced the Houston Rockets.
Yeah,
like seriously.
20 a game. You get a 20-point per game scorer compared to giving up somebody who hasn't played this season and to another person who barely played this season.
Yep. It is going to be interesting to see how they work with all those pieces, because at the end of the day, it still is only one basketball.
That's a lot of.
Yeah, I know Jimmy Butler isn't like a ball dominant guy, but like Bam needs the ball. Victor's gonna need the ball. Hero's gonna need the ball. Obviously, Duncan Robinson is the catch and shoot. You know what I mean? So
but he's still
that'll play too, but he still needs the ball as well. So it's just like it's gonna be interesting to see how they kind of work this all out. Oh, and Goran's still there. He's a pretty ball dominant guard. Even though he can pass, he's pretty ball dominant as well. So it's like, as much as people kind of, how is the Brooklyn Nets going to work with all these ball dominant guys? How is it going to work with the Miami Heat?
So do you go Dragic, Oladipo, Jimmy, and bring Hero and Duncan off the bench? Or
I feel like they may. I feel like with depending on the matchup, they may go small ball and put Jimmy at the 4, Duncan at the 3, and Bam at the 5. Because you can't just have 5 guys out there that's just drivers. You need somebody to space the floor. And I think Goran's been hurt, because I've been seeing Kendrick Nunn start a lot. So actually maybe Kendrick Nunn starting. So yeah, that may be small, honestly. But shit, they play the zone anyway, so it could still work.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, they do play the zone, but or do you just keep your same starting 5 and just bring Oladipo off the bench?
Now, I don't think he signed up to come off the bench.
Well, this is his contract season. So
yeah, I don't think he wants to come off the bench for his contract season. He probably wants to show out. So yeah.
I feel bad for him, man. He done got traded all year long, literally from Indiana to Houston.
No, it's only 2 trades. Only 2 trades.
Can you imagine getting traded twice in a year?
I mean, it is what it is.
I haven't really seen nobody get traded twice in a year. Like an actual, like somebody who actually can contribute to a team. I ain't never seen that.
Well, just think about how Robert Covington feels. The man went from the Sixers, Minnesota, Houston to Portland. Bro, it ain't even been that long. like literally in like a 4-year span, he's been on 4 different teams. So it's like it's a part of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
I just will hope. I would just hope, but I mean, obviously Victor Oladipo is a better player and probably has made way more money. That these guys aren't necessarily buying like huge properties in each city. You know, maybe they get like a little condo or a little something small that they can sell at the end of the season or just renting something. I hope that they're smart with that and they're not building like a huge mansion in the middle of Houston and now you're going across the globe, well, across the states to Miami. You know what I mean? But they could afford it. But you know,
I'm wondering if John Wall wished that he stayed in Washington by now.
mm,
You done lost Harden, you done lost Boogie, now you done lost Oladipo.
yeah.
Now you just back to like
Well,
square.
Christian is still there, and I mean, he continues to show flashes that he's going to continue to improve. So the ceiling on him is high.
Christian Wood, Bradley Beal.
Yeah. Okay. Bradley Beal, James Harden. I mean,
I'm just saying,
that's
like,
basically what it was. That was the initial like thought thing. Like, okay, I'm going to play with Harden. Like, yeah.
The Wizards might have had something better than dealing with that Russell guy, but I mean,
Relax.
moving on.
The same way you got pleased about injuries, I'm got pleased about injuries as well. It's sad how you try to kill him. Like, it's sad. And you claim I hate Giannis, and I haven't even mentioned him. I actually bigged him up and said he was part of a big 3, but it's cool, man. Go ahead.
Y'all killed him so bad, but hey, you know, it is what it is. But what's up with Portland getting an older Gary Trent?
Yeah, all right. So the Trailblazers made a move at the deadline as well. They sent Gary Trent and Rodney Hood to Toronto for Norman Powell. Yes, Norman Powell. Not Kyle Lowry, Norman Powell. You heard it correct. Toronto made the wrong move. They didn't get off of Kyle Lowry, but you get rid of Norman Powell. I don't understand it.
I don't see the point in the trade, really. I mean, Gary Trent was really, in all honesty, fitting and working perfectly with them. I mean, he was averaging a 15 a game. I mean, Norman Powell they said he having his best season. He averaged on like 19 points a game. But
well, that's probably because everybody on the Raptors been hurt. So he's probably been more shots for him to, take. But in my overall opinion, I feel like as far as the younger guys on Portland, Gary was showing the best flashes. Like what's the kid? Simons. It's like he's way too hot and cold. He's not as consistent. And it was like Gary Trent was making big shots, playing defense. And it's like that's all you can really ask for. I mean, that's like a typical, I guess, depending on where you put him at, point or shooting guard. You want to be able to knock down shots, and you want to be able to defend. Like, and that's what he was doing. So hopefully Norman Powell can fit in and fill that role. I guess they were trying to go with more of a veteran type of role. Yeah.
Yes, you can say, so to speak. But I mean, they're still basically the same player. They're both technically 3-and-D. I mean, Norman Powell can leap more, I guess you could say, but I mean, they're basically the same player. One is younger and one is older. So I mean, to each his own.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, with recent injuries, even though McCollum is back, maybe they wanted somebody that can really fit into that role if McCollum goes down again. That's been there and kind of understands, the ups and downs of the playoffs. So maybe that's what they were thinking. But
yeah, he got a championship. So I mean,
you said he rode Kawhi. Cool. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah,
it's cool, man. It's all right. So do you think this kind of catapults the Trailblazers into any better positioning in the West or what?
Not well. I would say not really. It don't really change anything. Only thing that really changed stuff is the fact that the Lakers are hurt. That's it. That's all. AD is still hurt and LeBron is out. So that's really it. Other than that, you just got a 2-man race in the West right now.
I'll be honest. I don't even know who's the top 2 seed. Oh, Utah.
Phoenix and Utah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Them the top 2 seeds right now. Other than that, everybody else is just there. I mean, well, we'll see if when the Lakers get back healthy again. But other than that, everything else is pretty much wide open, so to speak. Just like with everybody being hurt.
You said, well, what?
Just like the East, with everybody hurt as well.
Nah, we know who won the East. It ain't even a question, man.
Yeah, because
it ain't even a question.
I want to pick up everybody in the world.
You said. I'm sorry they don't want to come to Milwaukee. But one thing that we're gonna get to, and we're not gonna get too deep into it today, but this MVP race, I'm gonna need for y'all to put some respect on Donovan Mitchell's name. They are number one in the West. Y'all picked the boy last in the All-Star game. Well, one of the last two picks in the All-Star game. And I haven't heard a peep about him in the MVP race. They are number one in the West. Y'all got to stop hating on Utah. That's all I got to say.
They said after all these injuries, they said it's just going to be the Jokic and Giannis show.
I don't know. Thank you for listening to the
That's what I've heard, man. They said because Embiid is hurt, LeBron is hurt.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Like I said, we not going to get too deep into it today, man. Cool. Giannis and Jokic, if that's what you say. We'd like to thank you guys for tuning into another episode of the Freshman Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, repost, all of that. We appreciate the love, and we're out. What you say?
Send it to Giannis.
Wow. All right. Yeah, we're out.